Hey, this is Ralph, and I am ready to play some 10-5 Rapid. So, I was just watching one of the Chess with Patrick videos, and I'm kind of inspired, motivated. So, let's give it a shot. Well, it's taking a little bit longer than I would have thought. Okay. Oh, here we go. Odito 19. Is that Israel? Yep, Israel. Cool, I like the little palm tree. Alrighty. Now, I'm always tempted here to play something like C6, the Vienna game. But I feel like when I do this, opponent can go here and threaten to come into this square, but yeah, I'm going to go for it. And I can always push my D pawn. All right. Develop. I guess I do have to. I guess not too worried about queen actions. Of course, a knight there. I can push, but then is the knight going to try to go in here? Nope, they're not making it too fast, so I'm going to go ahead and push this, protect that G5 square. Okay. Potential pin. Still need to get my bishop developed. Still want a castle. All right, I'm going to see if I can just make their bishop move twice just for the hell of it. I'm going to do this. They're going to go back. Any logic to me pushing their knight away? Their knight moves up here. My intention was to move my bishop there to E6. You know what? I really should, but I'm going to push this pawn over here on A. And obviously this is going to kind of force them to move their A pawn. All right. Okay. Well, I was thinking about trying to undouble my pawns here, but I don't know. This E6 pawn is giving me good protection. What is it? Is it shift right click? Yeah, shift right click. I can do the green. Is giving me good protection on those. So I'm going to push this C pawn. And then I want to get my knight out. That's cool. If I can get my knight there, that doesn't seem too bad. So I feel like I've got space here. However, my dark squared bishop isn't doing anything. Not that theirs is either, but I want my pieces to do something regardless. Now, if I try to get my knight to f4, I need to go through h5. Obviously, it's not being protected, so let's move my queen over to protect that light square diagonal. Now, if they end up taking my b4 pawn, my first thought was to take with a knight. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's get this queen up here. Okay, yeah, my first thought was to take with a knight. I don't know if I want to anymore. Now I'm thinking take with this a pawn. Lock up that chain. And I think I might be able to take out this a4 pawn a little bit later on. Yeah, I kind of like this knight, c6 knight where it is. I wouldn't mind moving it up to here, but I don't want to trade off so quickly. Not that that's a deal breaker, I suppose, because with retake with my pawn, that's going to give me a nice little grouping of 4 pawns in the center queen side. But I feel content or pretty happy with my overall space. Now, they want to work this in. But what value is this? What are they going for here? Because I can easily rouse that queen. And what are they going to do? They can't go back and go all the way back. They're not going to want to come forward. That's too risky because I've got another rook just waiting to come out and say hi. That doesn't seem good. Now, is there any value? Let's see, I want to clear out those. Any value to pushing right here? Because if I push, they need to take. I take. And so that's going to give me a nice grouping of 3 pawns right here. They can't take my c pawn because it's protected by the e7 bishop. Well, let's be aggressive. Why not? Now, I suppose they still could come into here. So maybe I should consider that a little bit more carefully. But I'll wait and see if they do, because if they do go into there, yeah, not quite sure. I could maybe rook to c8, help protect. I'd really like to make that queen regret that decision, but I guess I'll do this first. I'm going to pre-move this pawn take just because I think it's a safe pre-move. They can only take with one piece, the pawn on e4, and I'm going to retake anyway with my pawn. Okay, a little push action. Yeah, I mean, obviously I can scare the queen away. The queen moves back, but what's my follow-up going to be? I would really like them to initiate a take there on d5 so I can maintain the space and control. Okay, if I push up, they can hang out a little longer. Actually, it would not be good for them to move back there, because then I would have an opportunity to skewer their queen. So really, how can I motivate their queen to shuffle back while still maintaining protection of my c6 knight? Down here, still safe to pre-move that because it won't take if they move their queen back. Now getting my bishop on that d6 square I think would be kind of good too, because then I can protect both of these, my e and c pawns. Protect both of those guys. So even a material, but boy, I'm still feeling pretty good about this. Now that kind of takes away my potential that I was going to try, but let's still scare that queen away. My knight is protected. I gotta move back. Hell, I could probably start to do this. They got to know what's coming soon. At the very least, wouldn't they be losing this pawn? You know, maybe they're getting a little nervous over here. They just take their queen someplace safe, and then I've got a pawn. And I'll take with my B rook. So that way, oh no, that doesn't seem right. Because now I can take here. Now, there's a good chance I could end up losing both of my rooks, but I'll get their queen, which is not necessarily the fairest of trades, but I think there's still some potential there. Now, of course, okay, they're prepared, so they're like, so be it. Now, they do have another rook to bring over. I'm going to go ahead. I'm scared about them changing out or exchanging their two rooks, so I'm going to go ahead and get my king tucked away. Even material, but I still think I'm feeling pretty good about this. I've got a queen for their two rooks. We both have 2 knights and a bishop, a dark squared bishop. And I feel like I've got a pretty good little group of pawns here in the center. That doesn't scare me so much. That's protected. Now, of course, if they sack a bishop, I take back. No, I would take back with the knight. All right, so let's start taking the fight to them. Does this make you nervous at all? Of course, it makes me nervous because now I've just put my queen underneath their rook. But I want to rouse this a6 rook away. Are they going to want to stick around? Maybe move in here? Or are they going to regret this attack? Move their c rook over? All right. I was thinking that might happen, so what can we do? We can scare them away again. Now, if I do this, they can obviously move up 1. Pretty soon I am weakening the protection of this e5 pawn. So I need to keep my eye on that one. A little bit behind in time, but not too bad, I suppose. Okay, now something... Ah, shoot. All right, I'm going to put that back. I got to protect that pawn. Let's do this with the queen instead. Okay. Yeah, I would think they're going to have to give up on this move here, right? But pretty soon, I think what I want to do... Ooh, I'm okay with this. Let's go after this pawn on d3. It's not easily protected. All right. And I think pretty soon I can start to go after this pawn on e4. Take with a knight. Am I bothered by this? I don't think they're trapping me, right? Because I still have a potential pawn over here. In fact, I could take that pawn right now if I cared. Let's threaten that. My queen still has an escape. It's getting pretty tight, though. Pretty risky. I can still escape down here. All right, what's happening to me here? So I can take, they can threaten, I can hide. All right, I think I still have escapes. Either there or there. No cool sacrifices, are there? Take. Take. Take with check. King takes. Probably nothing good can come of that yet. Okay. Run and hide. Stay on light squares when I can. All right, 2-point advantage. I should simplify. Let's push. Start moving this pawn storm up. And their knights are not really doing anything to scare me. Light square. Push. Potential fork. I've got a backup if they take, so all of my pawns are protected at the moment. All except this little baby e6 pawn down there, not doing anything, but feeling pretty good about this one, though. Our times are about evened up. Good material advantage. Good space advantage. Multiple protected passed pawns. All right, how do I want to push this? I was doing drills yesterday. And, practicing the pawn in games you can do. I need to do more of those, though. It's like just sometimes I get a little confused on which pawn I should push. And, well, definitely don't want to push that one because that leaves my C pawn. So really the question is, let me get rid of the arrow. It's either this, but I don't want to do that because with a take back, my queen is exposed. However, then I'm queening again on the next move. So it's really not too bad. So I do this, they take, I take, rook takes queen, pawn promotes to queen. All right, or push here. That rook is probably just going to drop down. I'm going to push on the light squares. So it'll be interesting to see if this is a brilliant move or is it a blunder. And if takes, take. Okay, that's cool because I happen to have a little dark squared bishop over there. Well, I could still stick with my plan, but it frightens me. So I'll take with the bishop, even though probably taking with the pawn would have been fine. That way it leaves my pawn on this light square. Ooh, crap, my time's getting a little low. All right, no worries, no worries, no worries. Let's move up here. And I'm going to bring my C knight into the mix. That's true, I do have an increment on this game. So much better doing the increment. Just takes away some of that scariness, I guess, of running completely flat on time. How do I want to get that? All right, I'm going to have to do something else here. Time to bring another knight into the mix. Go up here, I can threaten this pawn again, or go over here, threaten their rook. Okay, what do they got going on? Trying to scare me off? They are trying to scare me off, and it's working actually. Yeah, two knights can be pretty tricky to deal with, though, so... Fortunately, this is where that, you'd think this e-pawn isn't really doing much, but it is protecting some squares for me, so... Alright, let's, see if we can't scare their rook away a little bit. Okay, no discovered attacks. Doesn't bother me. Enjoy it. Yeah, you can have it. Perfect. All right, I'll take that. They got another check. I'll take that. I'll jump down here. No other checks. Gotta watch my time. Take with check. Take with check, and then checkmate. Excellent. Whew. All right. Yeah, I still feel like I had an advantage throughout that game, but definitely nice to get a win. So let's see what the game review says here. Feels good. All right, upper 80s for accuracy. And yeah, so obviously, being white, they had slight advantages in the start of the game, but it looks like the advantage really never got above 1. 0.73 looks to be the highest. And then I had a nice little steady... Now, I'm wondering if I had some missed wins, though. Well, it doesn't say miss down here, so I guess I didn't necessarily. Just a strong game. And then at some point, I had a mate in... I can't see mates in 12. But that looks pretty good, right? If I can count mate 1, 2, yeah, maybe. All right. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, the Vienna. Yeah, I guess those moves I made were reasonable. Okay, they didn't like that. I thought that was friggin' awesome. Overlooked an opportunity to kick a rook. Oh, they're just saying a pawn push. Yeah, I guess I like that. You know, the rook moves, make it move twice. And obviously they don't want to go back up, so they're probably more likely to come back down. I don't know why it's taking so long to figure that. Let me just jump back to the review. Okay. Okay, yep, we know that. I should have done a pawn push. Yeah, that was... Yeah, I should have gone with the queen move, I think, right? You ignored an opportunity to win material. So... How am I winning material? Bringing in this knight? That wouldn't necessarily lead to a direct win of material. The only thing I can think of maybe is pawn takes, but it's protected multiple times. Now what if I did a push? Take? No. Maybe it's this knight move. Knight d7 is best. Wins material. Okay, so then, yeah, let's show moves. Oh, they're implying they would take. What if they didn't take? What if I do this, and they move up there? Then I go here? Probably so. That seems like, because now, yeah, their rook can't really go anywhere. So that would win material. So they would just take, just to be the better, the lesser of two evils. Okay. All right, I shouldn't have done that. I should have threatened with the knight. I shouldn't have done that. Ignored a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. Give me a hint. Oh, gosh, I totally forgot about that knight sitting over there. Jeez. Yeah, even though, just, I forgot about protecting, that pawn with this knight over here on f6. Got it. You missed an opportunity to win material. I am always missing opportunities to win material, though. Yeah, I feel like I've seen that multiple times. All right. Nice, get away. Hide, hide, hide. Seems good to me. And I guess that's it. And that was just steadily knocking out pieces and getting queens. Excellent. Okay. So I played like I was 1750. I don't know. It feels good. I'm happy about this game. Adjusted accuracy, low 90s. All right. Well, I think that was a... I know you can learn a lot from games you lose, but it's much more fun to learn from games you win. So, thanks for hanging out with me.